welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally doing the highly requested self-tanning routine. I've had so many of you guys recently, I think because spring's coming, I've had so many people ask me in the comments, please tell me what products you use for self-tanning. I really want to know all about it. Over the years, I've probably tested 30 to 50 different self-tanners. So I have two products here because one product is for the body and one is what I use for my face. So this is the SOSU Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Ultra Dark Mousse. I think it's from like Suzanne Jackson. I am obsessed with this and for several reasons, but I get the best longevity from this self-tanner. I get the best application. It doesn't streak, it doesn't turn me orange. This has been hands down the best self-tanner. There's some negatives with this only because sometimes it's hard to get. And typically you have to buy it on the Beauty Bay website in the UK. Like I said, there is some negatives with this. Normally when it's in stock on Beauty Bay, I will buy like 4 cans of it just to make sure I have it in stock. This bottle probably lasts me right around 3 months and I use it every week. So I take off my self-tanner and, you know, remove it with an exfoliator, like just like a tanning remover mitt, which I will leave a link to the one that I really like from Amazon in the description box down below. It's kind of cheap. I didn't bring it down with me, but I will leave it in the description box for you guys. It just really exfoliates the old tan off and I really love it. Sometimes if Beauty Bay is out of it, like out of stock, sometimes eBay sellers will have it in stock. So I recommend checking eBay, but right now, currently as we are chatting, Beauty Bay has it in stock. So I will leave a link to it in the description box down below for you guys, but it's only 30 bucks. And when I say only, I mean done Loving Tan, which in my opinion, Loving Tan is pretty expensive. I will use Loving Tan only when I'm out of this one. If I'm out of this one, Loving Tan, I will kind of keep a bottle on backup. But this is so much better than Loving Tan. It just really is. Loving Tan can sometimes get out of control and get kind of way too dark. Now, here's the other thing I want to point out. If you put this on and you wake up the next morning and you wash it off and you're like, well, I want to add just a little bit more, this blends so beautifully into the skin that you can add it on your arms and like maybe your legs or your calves or your shins or wherever you want to put it. But you don't have to put it all over your body. And it really blends into the skin so it's not like a, you know, you're really dark in your arms and then you're not here and then you're not on your stomach, you know what I mean? So sometimes if I feel like I want to be a little bit tanner, I will do a small second coat, just like a thin layer of it. This is just a beautiful tan. It gives me the best tan I've ever had and I absolutely love it. So it comes in 3 different shades. They have medium, which is for light to medium skin tones. They have dark, which is for medium to dark skin tones, and then they have ultra dark, which is what I use, and that is for dark to deep skin tones. I think if I order 2 of these, I get free shipping. So I love this, you guys. I cannot say enough great things about this one. It's my favorite. Now, what I use on my face is this. Recently, my daughter went to prom, and we took her to a tanning salon so she could get a spray tan. And while we were there, I was kind of chatting with the lady that was doing it, and she's like, yo, you can buy this can over here. It's called the Infinity Sun Glow on the Go, and you can kind of use it in between your tans to kind of freshen up or give you a little bit more color in a certain area. Maybe a certain area of your tan is starting to fade or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't buy it, but she was like, you don't have to buy it here. You can actually buy it on Amazon. It's sold on Amazon. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went ahead and checked it out on Amazon and I bought it. And this is the same formula that tanning salon used. I love this on my face, you guys. I have never had a self-tanner look as beautiful as this. Now, I don't like this all over my body because I don't feel like it gets me dark enough. In order for me to get the same tan that I get from this on my body, I probably have to use this 2 or 3 times. So it's not a super dark tan. But oh my gosh, is it amazing on the face. It's an aerosol can, as you will see here. And what I love about it is when you spray it, I'm not going to spray it, but when you spray it, it gives you just an even application on the face. In fact, I could spray it on this piece of paper. Hold on. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of those dots. It's so easy to just take your finger and kind of dab them out. I always have a big fluffy brush sitting right next to me when I am tanning, because sometimes I'll go over my hands with it. I'll go around my wrists, I'll go around my elbows, really blend it in good. And sometimes I will just kind of take the brush and kind of go over those dots. This is the best self-tanner on my face. It gives just this even application, and because it's an aerosol, the way that it sprays on the face, it's so much better than taking whatever tanning mousse you're using and putting on a mitt and trying to rub it into your face, especially if you have a breakout. I've had this happen to me before and I've been humiliated. So I've had a breakout, something like this, and I would take, this was before I discovered this spray tan, because I just recently discovered this and I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. But this, I will put it on just a tiny bit and kind of like rub it in, and then I'll go in and start kind of, well, when I had an open breakout right here, if you have any extra skin sitting around it, that's kind of that dead skin, it immediately snatches that dark and it will become like this dark brown red spot on your face that's way worse than the actual breakout itself, and it's humiliating, and you have to wait for that skin to kind of shed off before. And especially for those of you guys that have like dry skin on your face, and maybe you have dry patches and you hate applying like mousse on your face, this is like the best for my face. I can't even tell you how much I love this for the face. When I spray it, let me show you with using my Morphe spray, just so that I'm not like spraying that tan all over my face. So I will normally go like this. Like that. So I spray it here, and I spray it here, and then I'll spray it down the middle. And it will kind of come around my chest. Beautiful. It gives the most natural looking tan on your face. It doesn't attach to wrinkles. It doesn't attach to anything you have sitting there because it's such a fine mist. It is the best. I'm telling you what, it is the best. So because I only use this on my face, I would say this lasts it's gonna last me a while. You know, when I'm like really tan like this, or like for example, right now I'm reviewing this foundation that's a little bit darker than my skin tone, which I'm okay with because once I get out in the sun, my skin will change anyway. But I've been needing to keep my skin a little bit more on the tan side just so that I can really review this. I will spray this about every other night. I mean, you could spray it every other night, or you could spray it on, you know, every 3 nights in between your tans, whatever you want to do. Like kind of customize it based on your skin tone and how much you do want your skin and how much you do want your face to be tanned. I love both of these. I can't tell you how much I love these. And as far as my mitt, I just buy the San Tropez. I have the ones from Tarte. I'll put it right up here. It's a tanning mitt that actually comes with the tanning solution, and I've used that one, and that one's okay. It's a decent tanning solution. It's nothing like this, but that tanning mitt is so thick that it absorbs so much of the product. So the thing that you want to do is avoid using a tanning mitt that's way too thick, because the thicker the tanning mitt, it's going to absorb way more of your tanning solution. You're going to be going through it much faster. So I don't recommend using a thicker mitt. So I just get these throwaways. I think they're like $6 on Sephora. And I think I get a new one about once a month. So I recommend this. This one is my favorite. But like I said, always have a brush around so that you can kind of go around and make sure that you know, don't have it building up in anywhere. The other thing that I highly recommend is taking some type of body powder. And what I like to do is I like to put the body powder like right here in the creases of my arms, and just so that when I close my arms, I don't get those marks. So I will take and put a little bit of body powder right here, and I will kind of run it like this, and then it just kind of stops it from my skin sticking together. So any place on your skin that you have where it's skin to skin contact, put some body powder over top of the tan, and it will really protect it, and you won't get that like that folding mark. If you self-tan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's it, you guys. It's not that difficult. I do it once a week, and like I said, everything that I use for my tanning routine, I will leave in the full list in the description box down below. But I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys again for all the love that you guys show me and this channel. It means the absolute world to me. And if you guys have any questions about my tanning routine and you want to ask me anything, let me know in the comments down below. I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I hope you guys have a wonderful day filled with love and happiness. I will see you guys right back here tomorrow, and I love you all so much. Bye.